Hello class, and welcome to Traditional Shaving Terminology 101, otherwise known as shaving slang for noobs.
Shave it up!
Hey everybody, welcome to Shaving Terminology 101. I'm your professor, the Clean Shaver. Let's go ahead and get started. Today we'll be discussing some of the more popular acronyms and terms that you'll see in a lot of the traditional shaving forums. Things such as ADP, that stands for Acqua di Parma, which is a high-grade line of Italian shaving products. Next on the alphabetical list is ASB, that stands for aftershave balm. You can also see things such as ASL and ASM, which are aftershave lotion and aftershave milk. The term balm, lotion, or milk just really depends on the thickness of the product. They all have the same purpose, which is to condition the skin after a shave. Next on the list is ATG, which stands for against the grain. Your beard grows in a certain direction. It might change directions on your face, but the hairs tend to grow in a certain direction. Against the grain means that you are shaving against the flow of growth. Related terms are WTG and XTG. WTG is with the grain, so with the flow of growth. XTG would be across the grain, which is across the grain of growth. So if my hair grows down on my cheek here, WTG would be down, XTG would be across, either direction, left to right or right to left. And then against the grain, ATG would be up. Next is BAD, which stands for Blade Acquisition Disorder. This is a related term to RAD, which is Razor Acquisition Disorder. There are other terms such as SAD, Soap Acquisition Disorder. These are all things meaning you have an addiction to acquiring these things. Our next term is BBS. This is a really popular one. It stands for Baby Butt Smooth. This is when you have had such a fine shave that no matter which way you pat your face, whether it's in a circle, up or down, sideways, you can't pick up a trace of hair. That means you have gotten the top shave. This is a very, very popular goal for a lot of people, although it's not necessarily something you should be looking to hit as a noob. After BBS, there are actually several grades of your shave quality. Top would be BBS. The next is DFS, which stands for darn fine shave. This means that you can rub your face in just about any direction. You might feel a hair here and there, you might feel a little bit of stubble, but other than that, completely smooth. Next level below that is CCS, which stands for close, comfortable shave. This is the most common grade of shave, where you have done a good job of knocking down all of your growth. You might have a rough patch here and there, but it really looks pretty good. And then the last grade is SAS, which stands for socially acceptable shave. That means you really didn't have a whole lot of time to put into it. You just went ahead and knocked out the main part of your growth. You still might be a little bit rough. Good enough to go out in public for a few hours, but not good enough to get you through the whole day and the night. Next term down on the list is CON-US. That really just stands for Continental US. It's a popular term to be used on the buy, sell, and trade forums where people will say, I will ship anywhere for this price, CON-US. So anywhere in the Continental US, sometimes including Alaska if you're lucky. Really just stands for the lower 48. Next term on the list is DE, which stands for double edge. That refers to any kind of razor like this that uses a double-edged blade like this. Related terms would be SE, which stands for single edge. Something like this, where it just uses one blade with one edge. There is no edge on the other side. Another related term would be SR. That stands for straight razor. Straight razor will look something like this. Next on the list, MDC, usually capital M, lowercase d, capital C. This stands for Martin de Candre. Martin de Candre is regarded by some to be the creme de la creme of shaving soaps. It is French made, very expensive, but unbelievably good. Next on the list is MWF. This stands for Mitchell's Wool Fat, sometimes known as The Fat. It's a popular brand of traditional shaving soap. Another popular term that you'll see on a lot of the buy, sell, trade sites is NOS, which stands for New Old Stock. Really that means that it is something that is new in its package, in its original packaging, but it might not be something that is currently available to the public. Might be something that was made a long time ago, but is still completely new in the package. Now another term that is not an abbreviation, but is very important and you will see a lot is a pass. Pass is after a full lather, cleaning up the shave with the razor. After you have removed everything, making one swipe with the razor, that is one pass. Now passes will usually go in turns, so going back to the against the grain, with the grain, and across the grain, the first pass is usually done with the grain. Usually with the grain, because it's the easiest, it's the least harsh on your skin, and does the most work. The second pass is typically across the grain. And then if you choose to do a third pass, it's almost always against the grain. In this way you minimize irritation by going in different directions on your face, but you get a maximum result by cutting the hair in different directions. Next popular term is PIF, P-I-F, which stands for pay it forward. This is the passing of one or more shaving items to another person in the shaving community without any expectations of a reciprocal gesture. Meaning, they don't expect to be paid for it, somebody else helped them out in the past, and they're just trying to help the next guy out. They pass it along, they pay it forward. Next fun term, one of my favorites, is swimbo, S-W-M-B-O. Stands for she who must be obeyed. Very important term to learn. Remember this one. This will be on the test. Swimbo, she who must be obeyed. It's the lady of the house, your wife, your girlfriend, whoever is really in charge. Another popular shaving term, T-T-O. That stands for twist to open. This is a term used to refer to a popular style of razor, otherwise known as a butterfly razor, that twists at the bottom and opens up to be able to drop a blade in, like so. Twist to open. Very popular razor style from the late 40s, even up to into the 70s in some cases. Twist to open. Some new manufacturers are making twist to open styles. The most popular one is Gillette. Only two more terms for you. First is WTT followed by WTS. This stands for want to trade or want to sell. This is another popular term being used on the buy, sell, and trade forums. Want to trade could be posted by somebody saying, I'm looking for this item. I'm willing to trade some of my things for it. Want to sell could be somebody saying, I have this, I want to sell it. Easy as that. Last one, and a very popular term, very important to learn, is YMMV. This can be very confusing for a lot of people. YMMV stands for your mileage may vary. It's a general term, meaning this has been my experience, but you might have a different experience from what I did. People will often use this when referring to shaving products that they've had themselves and are passing on to somebody else, or when somebody asks an opinion about something. Your experience may not have been all that great. It's a very popular term for that. It wasn't great for me, but your mileage may vary. You might have a better experience with it than I did. Thank you for watching Traditional Shaving Terminology 101, otherwise known as Shaving Slang for Noobs. I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched, that you've learned a little something, and I wish you the best of luck in the shaving forums and as you continue your journey in traditional shaving. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe to my videos, and we'll see you down the road. Be smooth, everybody. See ya.